Some news, guys. That is right. The CDC has changed its quarantine guidelines for people who have gotten the COVID vaccine. That's what we're talking about today, guys. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I'm a practicing family physician. I'm an on-air health expert and a video creator. I do videos on COVID. I do videos on all sorts of health topics. You name it, I'm your girl. If you're interested in information like that, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the little bell to get updates. So as if the COVID vaccine in and of itself was not good enough news. By the way, I did get my COVID vaccine. For those of you who are not yet familiar, I got the Moderna vaccine and did receive both doses. I did chronicle my journey getting the COVID vaccine on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So make sure you take a look at that series. You can actually see me getting the vaccine. You can see me after the vaccine to see what symptoms I had and things like that. But the CDC has actually updated its guidelines for quarantining if you've been exposed to COVID, but you've also received the COVID vaccine. What it means is that as time goes on, we are learning more and more about COVID, what we can do, what we shouldn't do, etc. And now with this COVID vaccine, we have got more information. Okay, so why don't I just get right to the point, guys? I'm going to read right from the horse's mouth. That is the CDC. And this is the change. These are the new guidelines for quarantine regarding people who have gotten the COVID vaccine. I'm just going to read straight from the horse's mouth, right from the CDC, and tell you what they say. The good news is this. The CDC says that vaccinated people, that is people who have gotten the COVID-19 vaccine, who have had exposure to somebody with suspected or confirmed COVID-19, are not required to quarantine if they meet all of the following criteria. I'm going to go through each one. And by the way, this is a big deal because, again, if you've gotten the COVID-19 vaccine and you're exposed to somebody with suspected or confirmed COVID-19, you're not required to quarantine so long as you meet these three criteria. Number one, you have to be fully vaccinated. Okay, so that's if there's a two-dose series like the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines, you have to have gotten both shots. If there becomes available a one-shot COVID vaccine coming out, then you have to have gotten, obviously, that one vaccine. And you have to be at least 2 weeks or greater out from having gotten the second dose of a two-dose vaccine course, or obviously the sole dose of a single-dose vaccine. Okay, so you have to have gotten the full vaccine, be at least 2 weeks out from the last dose. The second requirement is you have to be within 3 months following the receipt of the last dose in the series. So it has to be within 3 months of that last dose. And the third thing is you have to have remained asymptomatic since the current COVID-19 exposure. Okay, so you can't have any symptoms, all right? It's actually really important in terms of our workforce and having to sort of sit out of work or quarantine or not be around others or things like that. Once again, if you meet all three of those criteria and you've gotten the COVID vaccine and you've been exposed to somebody with suspected or confirmed COVID-19, you are not required to quarantine. Of course, you have to meet all of those criteria that I just mentioned. This is all on the CDC site, in case you're wondering. If you do not meet all three of those criteria, you have to sort of follow the regular and the standard quarantine guidelines regarding exposure to somebody with suspected or confirmed COVID-19. But guys, I think this is really important information to know. So keep that in mind as we go forward. And again, I'm going to keep bringing you updates as they come because they seem to come all the time. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dr. Jen. Please share this video with other people. If you're interested in more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the little bell to get updates. Also consider joining my membership groups on YouTube as well for special discounts, merch, and all that good stuff. If you want to sign up for my free health newsletter, please visit my website at drjencaudle.com.